Yeah, it's been really nice having a different view of how the world works around you, and you can kind of relate to others a bit more and kind of have a more open mind to other cultures.
Out of high school, I really had no real interest in joining the military at all. It took me a few years and pretty much absolute poverty to realize just how much this country offers us and how much, how good it is to live here. So after having that experience, and my grandfather also was in Denver, where I lost my job and lost my apartment, lost just about everything. And he was an Air Force vet as well. And that kind of sparked my interest in joining the military. Initially, joining as a Latino, I was, I guess, what you would call passing. Most people didn't really know that I had any kind of Mexican heritage at all until I found someone else that was also Spanish speaking and would speak with them. So, but I did have some moments, some negative experiences, but mostly it was a very positive experience. I think that's one of the best things about the military, is that we see people from all over the world, literally. And we interact with them, and we have working relationships with just about everyone. So I found that to be one of the most open and welcoming environments that I've ever been in.
Okay, so this is from England. This is from Scotland. That's from England. England.
We experienced a lot of this firsthand. When Leslie and I first got married, she didn't really speak English. She spoke some, enough to kind of get by, but she wasn't conversational yet in English. And me being in the military and working in maintenance, we go where the aircraft goes. So we were gone a lot. I was gone a lot. My family had to stay behind. And had it not been for my military family, I don't know how Leslie would have gotten on. I mean, we came across the right people at the right time, and they were able to help me by helping my family to navigate the ins and outs of the culture, helping them, going with them to medical appointments, helping to translate, helping to navigate all the ins and outs of the military, because there's all this paperwork and things that Leslie had to do that she didn't know how to do or who to talk to.
Pues el idioma para todos latinos siempre ha sido una barrera. El idioma es intimidante muchas veces. El idioma, el no saber el lenguaje que en un nuevo país, con otra nueva cultura, con otra nuevo todo, no es fácil. Personalmente, yo que vine como inmigrante, como muchos que estamos aquí, entender tantas cosas que no sabemos, que en nuestros países no existe, que en nuestros países no lo tienen como una regla, y aquí sí lo es muy difícil. Parte de mi trabajo es ayudar a la comunidad a entender que este país tiene reglas, tiene pues barreras para nosotros los latinos, pero eso no es un impedimento para nadie para seguir adelante. ¿Qué más ejemplo que mi propia historia? Y ojalá que esta historia les inspire a muchas personas que igual que yo llegamos sin nada aquí, pero lo que tenemos es la pasión para ayudar y el corazón para hacerlo.
So I identify as a Latina. My family is from Mexico. I was there for about a year when I was about 3 or 4 years old. So I remember it very well. When I first moved here, I was just starting 6th grade. I was in my 2nd semester while I was in 6th grade, and it felt very strange to come back from England, where we had a big Hispanic population on base that we shared a lot of time with, to come here and not find a lot of Latinos at all. So it almost felt like I got shut down a little bit. But for a long time, I didn't like to accept the fact that I was Latino because, you know, kids would pick on me and I would be bullied for it. It was starting high school where I really started to realize that, hey, this is who I am. I shouldn't be afraid of speaking out, doing things that my community needs, you know, not apologizing for mixing up English and Spanish, which can happen a lot.
We've gotten to experience a lot more of the community, of course, with 2 of my family members being community health workers, myself studying for social work, and my son just going to school and church and experiencing different social groups.
Being first generation American has been, I think, a different experience than most. Most people just kind of go their whole life speaking one language, and we've been speaking Spanish and English for pretty much as long as I can remember.
Los latinos somos cálidos, somos unidos, y si yo sé que algo le está pasando a alguien, nosotros nos ayudamos entre nosotros. Y eso es algo de lo que me gusta de la comunidad latina de Sumter. Hemos tenido casos como, bueno, tal vez ustedes ya lo han visto, Víctor Isasola nos dio la oportunidad de hacer una entrevista para poder apoyar a una jovencita que está pasando por esclerosis múltiple. La comunidad se ha unido, hemos hecho bailes, hemos ayudado, ¿verdad? Porque yo no lo he hecho. La comunidad se ha unido y han participado todos latinos para recaudar fondos para esta jovencita. Cosas como esta, es tan increíble Sumter con la comunidad latina. La calidez de nuestra comunidad latina es increíble, muy apasionada, y cuando sabemos que algo le pasa a alguien, estamos para ayudarlo. ¿Cómo? Hacen rifas, hacen comidas, hacen lo que sea para recaudar fondos para podérselo dar a esa persona que lo necesita. Tengo pacientes que han estado hospitalizados y se enteran los demás, hacen algo para juntar ese dinerito entre todos que puedan cooperar y se le da a la persona. Sumter es increíble. La gente de Sumter es muy cálida. La gente, y no nada más los latinos. Y eso me llena de orgullo, vivir en esta área y saber que podemos hacer más por los demás.
It's funny because the people who give me that question, they just give me six questions and say, okay, you pass your test. No, you asked me the 10 questions because I studied like crazy. Oh. And he asked me more than 10 questions and they say, okay, you passed.
No, 10 more.
Yeah, she was ready.
I was ready.